Has there ever been a time that you went to a job interview and everything went extremely well, but you still didn't get the job? For me, this has happened countless times. One of the many problems with most interviews is that the way that they show up and how they are dressed. Sometimes people will show up very casually, where the solution to that would be showing up very distinguished, very prestige, and looking overall complete. Because you need to look the best to be the best, right? And in this demonstration video, I'm gonna be teaching you how to tie a tie, which is one simple thing that you can do on an outfit that'll add a whole nother layer to it. But who cares, right? As a college student and surrounded by college students, we're all here for one main purpose, and that's to get a head start on life, whether being getting internships, studying a field, and hopefully getting into a career of your choice, right? But being prepared doing so. And all of that whittles down to one little area, and that's gonna be a job interview. Everybody has to go through one, right? There's no avoiding it. You have to go through a job interview, and you essentially just have to, look presentable at said job interview. But why me? Why am I teaching it? Actually, back in Las Vegas, Nevada, my dad is a casino executive, and he's instilled in me at a young age that I basically have to look presentable wherever I go, especially during job interviews, right? And now there are three main steps when tying a tie. You're gonna have to prepare yourself, right? That's the first step. The second step is going to actually be going through the process of tying a tie. And the third step is going to be the finishing touches, because you need to look the best to be the best. Now, what do you need in order to tie a tie? First, you're gonna need a collared shirt. It can be one where the buttons only go down to about a fourth of the way, or it could be a collared shirt where the buttons go all the way down. Second, you need a tie. Any tie will do. Usually you want it to match, but in order to film this video and make it easier to look at, I use two contrasting colors, right? And how much is this gonna cost? Should be fairly inexpensive. Usually just depending on where you go. I got this t-shirt at Target, or this collar shirt at Target for around $10, and I got this tie from Marshalls for like $5. So it's fairly inexpensive, and it just adds a whole nother layer to your outfit, right? How much time is this gonna take? Honestly, I'm gonna go a little bit slower just to show the whole motions, but after perfecting the art of tying a tie, it'll probably take you no more than a minute. And after doing all those three steps, you're gonna have that swagger, you're gonna have glamour, and you're gonna be extremely dapper. Now let's get into it on how to tie a tie. So the first step is you're actually just gonna pop your collar, right, on the collared shirt, and then you're gonna button it all the way up. So it should look something like that. Second part is you're gonna take your tie. The tie is separated into two sides. There's gonna be one side where it's not flat, it's a little bit rigid, and there's gonna be one side where it's completely flat. You're gonna take the tie, wrap it around your neck and underneath the collar, and you're gonna basically want the two sides to be showing to be the two flat sides. And after that, you're gonna adjust it. You're gonna pull the thicker side, right? Because there's a thick side and a thin side. You're gonna be pulling the thicker side. It's probably just right. For me, I like to do it right around my rib cage. You can adjust it based off how the tie looks. And yeah, basically after this, you're done with the first step, which is preparation. The second step to tie a tie now starts with, actually making the Windsor knot. So you're gonna take the thicker side, you're gonna wrap it over the thin side, and it's gonna be like that. You're gonna take this, you're gonna wrap it underneath, so it's something like that. You're gonna take the thick side now, wrap it one more time over, and after it's over, you're gonna wrap it underneath. And because of this, there's gonna be a little hole that forms from wrapping it around twice. You're gonna pull this side through these two parts of the tie. You're gonna pull it through, and you're gonna take it and stick it through the hole, right? You're basically just gonna pull it, right? And you wanna pull it nice and gently until the knot has started to form. After that, you're essentially done tying the tie, and it's as simple as that. Now, we're on to the third step, which is gonna be the finishing touches. right? So one of the finishing touches is actually going to be to pull this smaller side, and you're gonna basically just pinch the top of the knot, and you're basically just gonna pull it up and through. You know, you wanna make sure that it's adjusted, your collar is good, and you wanna pull it all the way up. Not that you're strangling yourself, but that there's no gap in between it. And after that, you're gonna take the top of the collar, and you're just gonna flip it back over. You know, you can adjust the neck area, make sure everything's good. And then the last part is you're gonna take the tie, the bottom part, there's gonna be a little loop right here in the bottom, as you can see. And you're basically just gonna stick it just right through there. And after that, you have your tie done. And now look at that. I look very, after tying the tie, you're gonna look deliberately dashing and dazzling, right? So let's go through a quick review. Remember that there's 3 main steps. You have to prepare yourself. Then after that, you need to actually go through the process of tying the tie. And then the last step is going to be to add the finishing touches, right? And after that, remember, you have to look the best to be the best, right? It's as simple as 3 easy steps. One of the most complicated parts being actually going through the process of tying the tie. But once you get the hang of it, it'll look really great. And remember that you have to look the best to be the best. And if you follow these steps, the world of job interviews and getting your dream job is yours.